His name is Martin Strel. I don't know if you've heard of him. But in 2001, this man named Martin Strel swam 313 miles nonstop in 84 hours and 10 minutes, setting a world record for the furthest distance ever swam. Martin trained every day for over a year and a half to get ready for the world record swim. And we ask ourselves, how could a man have the will to swim 84 hours? That's almost 4 days. How can anybody? I can't swim for 2 hours. I can't swim for 10 minutes. I would drown. This guy swam for 84 hours. But I want you to hear this tonight, because this is going to rock your world. For what cause did he swim? He swam these 84 hours to raise up awareness for the rainforest and to raise up awareness for autism. Now, somebody was so provoked by the rainforest and by an area of health that they would swim 84 hours so the world would know about their cause. And yet, God has done the greatest thing that could ever be done for you and me. God went to the cross. He gave us life when we didn't have life. He gave us freedom when we needed it. He gave us everything that we could possibly need in life. Man, He blesses your socks off. He's the one that comes in. He provides for you on a daily basis. He's the one that looks out for you and your children. He's the one that sets you free and causes you to come back to Him. He's the one that does all the things in your life. And yet we can't give God 5 minutes. 5 minutes of our time. But somebody can swim 84 hours for the rainforest. And what I'm saying tonight is that God is calling us to be epic. God is calling us to raise up and do something for Him that is out of the ordinary. God is calling us not to sit back and let other people do the work, but God is saying, step out. You can do it. It's worth the cause. You're called. You're chosen to do something that surpasses the ordinary. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to get to heaven and look God in the eyes and know that I gave more effort to a cause than I did for Him. I want to look God in the eye and say, God, I ran my life with perseverance. Every day of my life was a testimony to this world that You are awesome, that You are a good God, that You are our Savior, that You are our King. And I let people know, and I wasn't ashamed. And I want God to say, well done, good and faithful. Because I want to be epic. Young people, you went to camp and you said that you would come back and do something for God. You said that you would be epic. You choose to be epic. You got to get up. You got to be bold. You got to conquer your fears and say, you know what, God? The biggest thing I can work for in this life is You. It's not about success. It's not about money. It's not about all the things of this world. It's about You. And It'll change your life. Imagine if you're walking through the halls of your school and God spoke to you and said, I want you to go lay hands on a teacher. I want you to go lay hands on a student who is sick and they got instantly healed. Imagine what that would do around your school. Imagine what that would do. Imagine the influence that you would have. People, you know what? You'd be labeled as a person who knows God. You'd be labeled as a Jesus freak. You'd be labeled as somebody who's sold out for God. But you know what? It would provoke you. It would put you in that position where you got to go after it. And somebody out there would be so grateful that you didn't walk by and ignore them. Somebody would look at you and say, this person carries the heart of God. This person is a light. This person, when they walk into a room, man, they change the atmosphere of that place. Man, there may be darkness in a place like Las Vegas, but when a man gets radical and gets stirred up for God, he gets in there and the light that's inside of him starts shining in the darkness. I've never seen a situation where God wasn't more powerful than the devil. I'm telling you, God is bigger than the devil. His light is so much brighter than the devil. We got to live epic. We got to be epic. We got to keep running. I feel this by the Spirit tonight. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't give up. God's been calling someone here and you've been working on somebody you know. And and it's been a rough road, and this person hasn't received it as well as you thought, God said, I feel this tonight. The Spirit of God says, don't quit. Time is coming. God is working. Just keep working. Touch this person tonight, God. Shake them up. So to conclude tonight, every head bowed and every eye closed. 2 simple things from this message as we conclude. Number 1, have you refused to submit yourself to God's plan to live an epic life? If that's you tonight, maybe it's only halfway. Maybe you've given God a portion, but you haven't given Him your whole life. You've let fear, doubt, self-condemnation, the past, raise up inside of you and keep you from doing great things for God. Be epic. Submit yourself to God and watch how He can use you. Number 2 tonight, have you made up excuses for why you are not living an epic life and given up? Have you made an excuse? Man, I used to be radical for God, Pastor. I used to tell people, man, but over the years, I don't know, I lost my fire, I lost my zeal. People need you. God needs you.